Hey, I'm Peter J. Hey, I'm Peter J. What's up? What's up? It's Hot Topics. What's up? What's up? It's Hot Topics. Hot Topics. Peter J's Hot Topics. It's Hot Topics. Keita J's Hot Topics. What's up, y'all? Today is Wednesday. I know last week I was not on. I was busy. I was doing some things, right? But I appreciate everyone who was looking for me. Like, where are you? Where are you, Keita J? Where are you? Today we are going to have a fabulous time talking about some hot topics that's out here for the Keita J Reveal Show. Don't forget, you guys, we are on major platforms, okay? We are on Anchor. What's up, Brian? What's up? Hey, Queen. Hey, Boo. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm here. Looking amazing. Yes. Always got to stay looking amazing. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing also. Make sure you guys check out Vagina is the Devil, okay? Vagina is the Devil. That's my guy, Brian. But anyway, I want to say to you guys, we're on major platforms, okay? We are on major platforms. We are on Anchor FM. We are on let's see. I want to say we on Hulu, but we're not yet. Okay. I think I might be speaking too far ahead. Okay. We are on what is it? Don't y'all hate when women go? Don't y'all hate when women go? But we are on Apple. We are on Stitcher. We are on Pandora. Let me say that again. We are on Pandora. We are also on Castbox, okay? So check us out, download the episode, and listen, you guys. Sharing is caring. Also, share with your neighbor. Share with your neighbor. Share with your neighbor, baby. So it's nothing wrong with sharing with your neighbor. You know, we always say that we don't support each other. Well, here's the time that we can support each other, okay? Even if you're sharing on Periscope. You can't share on YouTube, but you can always share on the platform. So anyway, we're going to get into what my weekend was like. Oh, I got to tell y'all, this is the Keita J Reveal Show. Even though we're doing hot topics today, I got to tell y'all, I went on a date. Wow. It's been a long time, okay? I went on a date, y'all. Keita J Reveal Show. I went on a date. Ha! Should I be telling y'all that or what? But anyway, I want to say it was rather nice. It's good to have men courting women at some point. You know, women, and I'm a woman. You know, I love a man. I love a man that is romantic. And anyway, we didn't hear about that. I just want to say I love a man. Okay, and it's good to go on a date because I've been keeping myself busy. I've been doing other things. I haven't had time to really go out. I met two brothers this past weekend. We had a pretty good time. So what? I met two guys. Yeah, I did. I met two guys and I had a good conversation. Good, everything was cool, but it's always good in the beginning. So that's why you got to slow walk everything. You got to slow walk yourself. But anyway, okay, that's enough of the Keita J Reveal. My daughter, y'all, I'm gonna have her on the show. Little Keita J. We're business oriented over here. She's selling her lunches at school. So I've been helping her. Walk it slow. That's right. Walk so slow you're going backwards. Hey, Brian, you know it. Brian, you already know how it is in the beginning. What Chris Rock say? You're meeting a representative, okay? You're meeting the representative, period. Okay, period. So you got to make sure that you're not, I'm not the representative. sometimes other people are, because I'm gonna always be me. Just slowly I come out though. I slowly, because I can't give them all me. They be like, you too much. So I got to slow down. Hit the brakes. But anyway, so I've been helping my daughter. She started off selling her lunches in middle school. So a lot of the kids in her school have been like, can you start making food again? So she's been doing her business. She's been making her lunches. Let's see. The first lunch she made. Yes, I'm proud of my daughter, y'all. Can't y'all tell? We should all be proud of our children that's doing productive things at such a young age. So she wants to be a chef. Okay. So she's starting off very young. She started off doing her, making her chicken Alfredo for the kids. She had every day, okay, she had orders because every week she's changing her menu. Okay, every week she's changing her menu. She's doing something different. This week she made mac and cheese and drumsticks, fried drumsticks. And she's been having multiple orders every day. I want to say about 11, 12 orders every day for, kids buying food. Start your kids early. Business, business, business. Okay. It's never too late. Never too early. Yes. Wow. I'm so happy for her. Her friends have been helping her as well. She has two of her best friends that are brand ambassadors. They help her spread the word out about her food and everything. And this is what we need, y'all. Because I had this talk with my daughter and her friends. I'm like, I'm so proud of you guys at such a young age. My generation, not so. We are so jealous of each other. And I always say jealousy is a natural instinct for everybody. You might see somebody that has something that you want and you're jealous because it's natural. It's going to hit you. I don't care what nobody say. I don't act like that. I'm not. We all have a natural instinct of jealousy. Okay. All of us. And a man can say, no, I don't do. We might look at somebody and size them up, but let me say this. You may be able to curb the jealousy and be a better person and cheer that person on. When women walk up to me and say, I love your hair, I love your design. Hold on, what side is on? I love your design. I be like, thank you. And you know what? I say the same thing to other women. I say, I like those shoes. I like this, I like that. It's nothing wrong with us cheering each other on, being happy for one another, and sharing. Okay. Sharing. So I'm happy to mention that, about my daughter. Okay, so now here we go. Topic. The hot topic. Hot topic. Okay. Have y'all seen this flip the switch thing? Flip the switch challenge. Okay. Hey, get on out of here. This flip the switch. See, y'all see what I got to deal with? The dog, right? Want to run in and out the house. Go. So flip the switch. The flip the switch. You saw, Brian, you love the flip the switch challenge. Let me tell you this. Look, listen. Let me tell y'all something about that flip the switch challenge. So there were major. Okay, so I saw some of the videos that was shared from, I guess, TikTok. I don't know if it started on TikTok or if it started on Instagram, right? So I'm not sure where it started. It looked fun, but I was like, the dude switching up in the woman's clothing, and you did it, Brian? Why you ain't share with me? Oh, you said it did. Okay, I thought you said you did it. Oops, I don't have my glasses on, please. Okay. So I saw the guys switching up and I was like, oh gosh, the guys wearing a woman's clothing or whatever. But listen, but here's what I saw, right? Here's what I saw, right? The flip the switch. Okay, so we got, what's his name? These are all the people some of the celebrities, not all of the celebrities, okay? So this was Drake's song called Ordinary. I guess it's Ordinary People. It came out 2018. I guess that's the name of it or whatever. So Ordinary People is the name of the song. Oh, you said yours coming soon. Okay, yeah, share it with me. Share it with me. Because you know, I like to laugh at stuff like that. You know, having fun is the best thing that you can do in your life. I don't care how old you are, you can still have fun. I say we always laugh at or enjoy younger or older people when they have fun. But when it's the in between, that's like my age, people got a problem with you having fun. Okay, they'll share you all day when you're young and when you're old, when you're elderly or senior. But when you are in between around their age, they ain't fooling with you. Okay. But anyway, we ain't got time for those people. So anyway, let's look at some of the so this was from TikTok. Look at Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz done did the switch. He done switched up too. He got on, what's her name? Gina. Dr. Oz done switched up. He got the skirt on. I mean the dress on. Brian laughed. He got the dress on. You got let me see. I be having a problem with some of these guys though. I ain't gonna lie, Brian. Look, some of these guys that don't consider themselves, I guess they wanted to go viral. They wanted to go viral, but it's a lot of things that you can do. You ain't got to copy off of everybody. Come on now, look at this. He done did, whoever this is, Camilla. I don't know who that is, but they went and did the switch up, changed the outfit. I don't know who this is. Oh, is this that? What's the fat Jewish guy? So the fat Jewish guy, I guess he done switched up. Some of y'all are gonna have yeast infections putting on people's underwear. Y'all putting on y'all ladies' underwear. You don't know what she got in her drawers. So they switching up a lot, right? It's switching up a lot. It's called Flip the Switch Challenge, right? So J-Lo, so they even did it on the show. So Kelly and Ryan Seacrest, they did it also. Flip the Switch Challenge. The two ladies, it's good to see two women doing it, okay? Two women. So they done switched each other's dress, but that don't, you know. And I guess this is a SNL where they did the flip the switch. But so you get the J-Lo and her boo-boo, okay? J-Lo and her boo-boo. Hold on, let's see. I want to see if I can J-Lo, because they not playing it. And A-Rod. Okay, hold on. I can't even type. All right, let's see. So here they go, right here. Let's see the J-Lo one.
A world of pure imagination is coming to Washington, D.C. with roll calls.
No, we don't want to hear. We don't want to hear that. We don't want. Okay, here we go. So she about.
Yeah, we cannot get enough.
She about to talk about it on here.
All you have to do is stand in front of a mirror with a friend and play Drake's nonstop. When the rapper says flip the switch, you swap spots and outfits. Pretty simple, right?
Lord. Anyway, y'all. So anyway, I'm like, look, J-Lo and her man that did it. They went viral, I think, over everybody, because that's all I saw was J-Lo and her man doing the flip the switch. Okay. So now, I guess it seemed like fun for them, right? It seemed like fun for them. They doing some fun things, I guess, for them. Okay. That's what I'm disappearing. I'm an invisible person right now, y'all. I'm disappearing throughout the podcast. Oh, have you guys seen? I know what. The Outsider. Oh, wait. If you have not seen The Outsider on HBO, my gosh. It is a very good series. So I must say that you got to go check out The Outsider on HBO. I finished the last, I think it's up to 10 episodes. And I want to say that it's about a supernatural being. it's a supernatural being that's out in the world or whatever. I think they call them chulo, or whatever it is. But you guys have to look at it. It starts off as horrific, okay? And then it kind of goes into the story of who the supernatural being is. You will never really know who the person is. It's a mystery. And I want to say it's good. Like, it's catching. It's something that I think a lot of people will probably enjoy. So just to share that little movie there, which is one part of my little hot topics. Okay. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to talk about is, did y'all see Harvey Weinstein? Okay. We all know that Harvey Weinstein lately, since, you know, and I usually don't do news over here, but this is one that I want to talk about, right? Because I have a few a few ways of thinking about this situation with Harvey Weinstein. There was a lady, and I can't remember her name, but she was on a podcast and she was talking about Harvey Weinstein and how he had her. She had just come to LA. She did a photo shoot or whatever, and when she did the photo shoot, you know, a friend of hers had recommended her to go talk to this guy. This guy, which was introduced her to a photographer. Photographer introduced her to someone that Harvey Weinstein knew, and the list goes on and on. She met with Harvey Weinstein one day. She went up to, I guess he was in a room or something, and she ended up going up to the room. So she went up to the room. She said Harvey Weinstein was like touching his genitals or whatever, and then he, you know, he ejaculated on, I guess she said on the carpet or something like that, which is disgusting, you know, for a man to just pull out his genitals in front of any woman and do that. So without even asking her, like, you don't warn nobody, you don't say, is this okay? Like, I don't know if that truly happened, but this is her story. You know, I can only say what she said happened. I do know, I want to add to that. I do know women, as being a woman myself. There are a lot of scandalous people out here. And it is up to men to be careful as to who they deal with. Just like men tell women, be careful who you deal with. You have to be careful who you choose to deal with. You know, sometimes you guys, you think because you want to be around some what they would call, y'all call them numbers. Like, y'all like to say, oh, she's a 10. You know, so let's just say she's a 10, since men like to use that kind of lingo. You know, you want to be around women that look like dime pieces and this or that. So you're around these women and you don't know what they want from you. Sometimes somebody could be setting you up, got that woman there to just be the middleman to set you up for something. It could be an ex, it could be, you never know who it is. It could be a male friend of yours. You just don't know. And it also could be women that's just scandalous and they're out to ruin your reputation. So you being that guy, you still have to be careful. And no, it's not always about women being gold diggers. It's just people play these games. You want to be with people that you feel are the upper echelon or whatever in this world. So these are the things that sometimes you have to pay for. You have to pay for, you know, getting into situations, inviting women up into your hotel room certain hours of the night, thinking you're going to play a game or whatever, which I feel like a woman shouldn't be going to any man's hotel that late at night, well, early in the morning. You know, but anything can happen at any given time, regardless of what time you go. I just would think you have more standards about yourself than to go to someone's hotel room, you know, at 3 a.m., 12 a.m., 3 a.m., whatever the time may be. Well, I know I'm a woman. I've been around many women. I've been around many guys. I've had many, many guy friends growing up. Hell, a lot of the guy friends that I had, told me about some of the stuff men do. You don't have standards going to a hotel. Exactly, Brian. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to, I said you got to have standards about yourself. If you're going to somebody's hotel room at 3 a.m., well, I won't say that. I'ma just say you was trying to pop some. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hello. So look, listen. If we feel like, and I'm gonna say we, because I'm gonna say even as a man, if you feel like that, okay, let's use Mike Tyson. I'm gonna say that if you feel like this woman was out to get you, she was out to get you, and you should have thought about that instead of thinking about your Peter Weeder and your pains. Because a lot of times what they say, men don't think with their brain up here, they think with their brain down there. I'm not saying every man is that way, but I've been around enough men to know, yes, a lot of them do think with the penis. Yes, because sometimes I have to say, I don't think that's a good idea. Men will want to take you out on several dates, okay? Men will want to take you out on several dates just so that he can hit it and quit it. And I'm just saying, like, I think we all have to be careful for ourselves. You know, we all have to be careful what, you know, the things that we do. We have to hold ourselves accountable for some of the things that we do as people. You said you think with your penis. That's what I'm saying. Listen, you can't fake it, okay? You can't fake it, Brian. You know, most of the time you thinking with your penis. You're not thinking that a woman is, you know, or a man wants to come to rescue you. Just he's gonna sit with you and eat dinner at 3 in the morning or breakfast. Because at that point, it's probably breakfast, right? It's probably breakfast. You know, 3 in the morning. Mike Tyson got himself in a situation like that. And honestly, I felt like Mike Tyson probably didn't do it. I felt he was innocent, but I don't know. I wasn't there. I can't say, but I just feel like if Mike wanted something from somebody, he could have just paid for it. He honestly could have just paid for it. You know, why would he have to go take the goods from another, you know, from a woman and, you know, have her deal with whatever, you know, a backlash she had to deal with after the fact. I just feel like this is just me. I feel like he didn't do it. And I feel like it was a setup, but he put himself in position, you know, to be he put himself in position to, you know, in that situation by dealing with bringing this woman to his hotel room at that type of time of the morning. You know, at 3 a.m., that's, come on now. So the man got to have standards and the woman has to have standards, okay? So, yeah, so we see how Harvey Wienstein walking around with a cane or whatever he walking around, push cart, whatever he's doing, you know, is probably trying to have sympathy, people to have sympathy for him. But he got 23 years. We're going to see. And he got to register as a sex offender. You know, you said he was trying to get some pee and she was popping it. Listen, he probably paid her. Who knows? You know what I'm saying, Brian? We don't know. But Harvey Weinstein, he got to register as a sex offender. And he's supposed to get 23 years. We don't know if that man gonna truly, he's been sentenced to 23 years, but you can go to jail or his lawyer can go back to court and it could be like a what do they call it when they go back to court? I forget what they do. Like they refile the case. So they can refile the case or whatever, and he can get less time. So that may happen. Bands, man, you silly, Brian. You silly. Bands will make her hey. Bands will make her dance. Hey. So last but not least, and this is sad because I'm gonna touch on the topic that some may not No, it's not probate. It's I know it's not probate. It's they can refile the case, but I think there's a term for it. I just can't remember what it is. But the probate is more so for estate, your estate and stuff. Not for the like a retrial or whatever. I guess it's a retrial. I think it's something like that, and you could get less time. But I'm not a lawyer. The terminology may be off on that, but I'm just saying I know he can file a case and they can lessen his time. So anyway, so okay, so we all know, if you know, I'm gonna share this with you guys. We all know what's his name? Corey Feldman, right? We all know Corey Feldman. I'm gonna show you Corey. This is Corey Feldman right here. So Corey Feldman and his friend, this is the guy, I think he committed suicide or something some years ago. What's his name? So it was Corey Feldman and Corey Haim, right? Corey Haim, that's his name. Rest in peace to him, because that's a sad situation. That's a very, very sad situation. You know, when he passed, and it was from him being molested when he was younger. You know, he was dealing with all these issues. And this is Corey Feldman right here on the which would be, yeah, you're the left. And this is Corey Haim on, and they were best friends coming up in the entertainment business. And Corey Feldman, he's still living, but for years, Corey Feldman has been discussing the molestation and pedophilia in Hollywood. We call it Hollywoods, you know, whatever. But he's been discussing this, and he wanted to, you know, tell the story about what his friend told him, Corey Haim, you know, what he told him about the pedophilia that was going on in Hollywood. Somebody supposedly molested him when he was, I'm not gonna say supposedly, I believe it happened, because I know, you know, I know it happened. But he was saying that he's coming out with a story. He wants to talk about the actual story, and he wants to name names now, because for years, like I said, he's been wanting to name names, but he never did. He never named names. He said that people were after him. He thought that you know, he thought that someone was chasing him. He almost got hit by a truck, you know, and all the devastating things that possibly could happen in Hollywood, right? So Feldman is coming out, like I said, with his story. From my understanding, he has named, and he has named a name to say that Charlie Sheen was one of the people that, and this was, I think this was today. He came out. Let's see if they gonna play it. He came out with his story to say Charlie Sheen was one of the guys that molested his friend Corey, which is very, very sad. Very, very sad. So this is a headline. Supposed to be a headline. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Okay, here we go. So he's supposed to have a documentary. He's supposed to have a documentary which is going to discuss what has happened to his friend Corey Haim. You know, what was going on with the pedophilia, the stories that Corey, I guess, told him. But we all know, they say what, Charlie Sheen has HIV or herpes or something like that, which is, you know, but he said Feldman released a documentary, Truth, the rape of two Coreys, and I guess he's supposed to, I don't know if he raped him or not, but in Los Angeles on Monday. And in it, he alleges Sheen abused Haim when the actor was 13 years old and had passed away in 2010. You know, I find this a very sad story. I will share my story. When I was younger, and I'm not afraid to say, when I was younger, and I say I you know, pedophilia, people say it's a sickness. I don't know if I want to call it that. I don't know if I want to say it's a sickness or not, but I know stuff like that can stick with you throughout your life. That could be trauma, you know, and that's something that people have to deal with. And there's no way that somebody can tell you to get over it. No way that somebody can say get over, you know, molestation. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what feelings this person may have about molestation, about someone, some older person, you know, and people joke about it. And I don't think there's nothing funny about it, because I was almost in a situation when I was younger, you know, and I had to be about maybe 8 years old. I'll say 8. I even give myself 9, you know, and I'm at a friend, I'm down the street from my grandmother's house, and I go to a family friend, a friend of the family, which somebody we knew, you know, the parents were older, you know, my grandmother was living, my grandfather was living. I had aunts and uncles in the neighborhood, cousins, you know, that lived down the street from one another. And I will say this, the guy that lived in my grandmother's neighborhood that I grew up with put me on the toilet. He told me to come downstairs with him. And mind you, I'm young. And he's like, come downstairs. He had something to show me. And I knew that he was a family friend. So sometimes you don't know if you could trust this person or what have you. You know, I'm not thinking that something like this would happen to me. You know, so he tells me to come in the bathroom, and I'm already thinking like, no, that's not what I'm supposed to be. Talk to your children. This is why you always have to talk to your children. And if someone didn't talk to me, I probably would have did what he was suggesting me to do. So he put me on the toilet, and I'm okay to talk about it now. But he put me on the toilet, and he says he pulls out his penis. And he pulls his penis out his pants, and I'm looking at, and I it's vivid in my mind. I remember it. He pulls out his penis and he tells me to put it in my mouth. And I'm like, put it in my mouth. And I was like, no, you know, I just remember shaking my head. No, I wasn't going to do that. And he was like, why not? Just do it for me. Well, throughout the years of me getting older, I always had to deal with this man, seeing this man if I was at my grandmother's house, because this man, excuse me, lived down the street with his mother. And he was a drug addict after a while and all this kind of stuff. But had I not told my cousin, I told one of my younger cousins what happened when I went outside. My cousin was telling me to tell my uncle, but I was kind of in shock at the moment, and I didn't tell my uncle. So my cousin went to tell my uncle, and my uncle beat the daylights out of him. My uncle beat the daylights out of him, and he deserved every bit of it. Every bit. So every time when I saw him, all I could think of is when he got his butt beat. Okay, when he got his butt beat, that's the only thing I can think about. But I say, men that are pedophiles and you messing with young children, you know, and then you try to threaten these kids not to tell their story, not realizing how much damage people have done to others. That's why I say people never will realize what some people go through. Never ever do you know the traumas that people have. Never ever would you know why people do certain things to get things out of their mind, just to relieve themselves. You know, I've always been a jokester, a funny person. Some of the stuff comes because I feel like this makes me feel better. You know, you have to do what works for you. You have to fight. You have to put up a fight to deal with your past. You know, sometimes your past is not always going to be roses. Everybody's past is not roses. Everything, you know, is not something that everybody can deal with. You know, every trauma is different. So I will say, for me, I had to do what was best for me. And still to this day, I do what's best for me. You know, if I feel like I want to be childlike, I'm going to be childlike, you know, because that makes me feel good. If I feel like there's a hobby that I want to do at 45 years old, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do something new. If I want to do it, that brings me joy. Live your life to the fullest. Like I said, we all have our traumas. Some may be worse than others. People do not understand what we have gone through, but I really feel sad about, you know, Corey Feldman and the pedophilia in Hollywood. Like you don't do things like that to kids. You know, it's devastating. Even the rape of women, the rape of men, like all of it is bad. So we have to understand that there's demons out amongst us. And like I said, I don't know what to tell you, but we got to fight those demons. We got to fight those demons every day to live a better life for us. Okay. So on that note, this is Hot Topics. And this is the Key to J Reveal Show. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. And next time we'll share some emails with you from some of our fans. Have a great one. And y'all be careful out here with that coronavirus. They say it ain't nothing but the flu, though. Nothing but the flu. Just eat healthy. Take care of yourself. Hey. Hot topics. Hot topics. We love our hot topics. We talk about it all. Who will win? Who will win? Hot topics. And you do. Dub, dub, dub. Dub, dub, dub. Hot topics. Bye.